Welcome. In this video, we will guide you through the conversion from packing to Viking Pump's O-Pro Guard seal in pumps with the U+ bracket. This video applies to these pump models. Before you begin, please consult the appropriate technical service manual for safety information. A copy of the latest revision can be found on our website at vikingpump.com. To begin, remove the stainless steel window guards from the bracket. Next, bend up the tang of the lock washer. Place a brass or hardwood bar into the port opening to keep the pump from turning. Loosen and remove the lock nut. Remove and discard the lock washer. Loosen the bearing housing set screws. Loosen and remove the bearing housing. Remove the bearing spacer collar. The collar may have come out with the bearing housing. Remove the half-round rings. Loosen and remove the packing gland lock nuts. Remove the packing gland. Remove the T-bolts. Using a packing hook, remove each packing ring. Remove the packing retainer washer and internal retaining ring. Before installing the new seal, ensure the shaft is free of any debris or wear. Any burrs can damage O-rings upon installation. You can now prepare the O-Pro Guard seal for installation. First, install the 3 set screws into the sleeve. Ensure the set screws do not reach the inner diameter of the sleeve to avoid scratching the shaft upon installation. Lubricate and install the 2 internal O-rings into the sleeve. Next, lubricate and install the 2 internal O-rings into the O-Pro Guard seal gland. Install the sleeve into the gland to create the seal and gland assembly. Apply gasket sealant to the O-Pro Guard seal and place a gasket. Give the gasket a quarter turn and then flip to ensure both sides have a continuous bead of sealant. Install the seal installation sleeve onto the shaft. Lubricate the installation sleeve and shaft. Tape the threads on the shaft to protect the O-rings during installation. Install the seal assembly through the bearing housing onto the shaft with the gasket side facing the bracket. Install until it is flush against the face of the bracket. Remove the tape and seal installation sleeve. Install the bolts, washers, and nuts and fully tighten to secure the seal gland to the bracket. Install the half-round rings. Install the bearing spacer collar over the half-round rings. Install the bearing housing and fully tighten until the shaft will not turn. This point is known as zero end clearance. Install the lock washer by aligning the tab through the slot on the shaft. Install the lock nut. Place a brass or hardwood bar into the port opening to keep the pump from turning. Torque the lock nut to the appropriate torque setting. This setting can be found in the technical service manual. Bend a tang of the lock washer into a slot of the lock nut. If no tang aligns, continue to tighten the lock nut until one does. Failure to tighten the lock nut or engage the lock washer tab could result in early bearing failure and cause damage to the rest of the pump. Remove the brass bar. Now set the end clearance. The end clearance setting can be found in the technical service manual. Please refer to our video, Setting End Clearance, for details on this procedure. Next, ensure the O-Pro Guard sleeve groove is flush with the face of the gland. Tighten the 3 sleeve set screws evenly to ensure the sleeve is concentric with the shaft. Turn the shaft to ensure the pump turns freely. Using thread sealant, install a grease fitting into the lowest hole in the seal gland. Add grease while slowly turning the pump shaft until grease comes through the open hole in the gland. Install a pressure relief fitting into the gland and add additional grease to ensure all air pockets have been purged and grease has exited the relief fitting. Reinstall the window guards. Ensure that the retaining washer is placed between the guard and bracket faces. Make sure to modify the window guards as necessary to maintain access to the grease fitting and relief fitting. Please refer to our video, Modifying Window Guards, for details on this procedure. Finally, grease the bearing housing until grease begins to appear around the lock washer. Your pump has now been converted from packing to an OPRO guard seal and is ready to be put back into service. For more information or to view other service videos, please visit our website at vikingpump.com.